Hi everyone, I've got some exciting manga in for today's video. If you didn't already know, I love my slice of life, and just looking at the lineup today, let's just say my slice of life shelf is shaping up pretty well. Let's get right into it. First series is none other than Barakamon. I got these volumes from in-stock trades to almost complete my collection. All I'm missing now is volume 15, which I'm not even going to hunt for because if you missed one of my previous videos, I made a public service announcement showing a conversation I had with Yen Press on Twitter that this series is getting a reprint. Don't know when. Could be a year from now or years, although I hope not for all of our sakes. But a lot of the volumes are out of print for now, but know that it'll be back for you all to collect too if you're interested. But this series follows Handa, who excels at calligraphy as he experiences the village life and all the characters that come with it. There's some great character development in this one, so if slice of life is a genre that you enjoy, definitely keep an eye out for this one. Or you can also watch the anime too. Next series, I'm so close to finally completing this one, and it's Blue Flag Volume 4. I was honestly expecting to receive this in June, but was pleasantly surprised when I got the email notification from Barnes & Noble that it got restocked and shipped to me, both volumes 4 and 6, although I won't be getting volume 6 until later this week, but this means I can continue reading from where I left off in volume 3 and read until volume 5 because 6 will be here soon and in my mailbox. I'll finally find out how this ends because at one point everyone was talking about the series and giving their impressions on what they thought, so I'm super excited to read this volume for sure. Next is a manhwa called A Good Day to Be a Dog by Hehe. It's a total of 9 volumes, and I got them in this super pretty box set from Harumio. In my last haul video, I had also gotten a manhwa, and so this is another series to add to my collection. I read this entirely through the Webtoon app, and pretty sure I spent a lot of coins to read ahead on this one. But I love this series so much and have read it a couple times now. It follows Hana, who is part of a family that is under a curse, wherein if they kiss somebody, they'll turn into a dog at night, and the only way to break the curse is to kiss that same person again, but while they're a dog. So Hannah's been pretty good about kissing absolutely no one, but of course accidentally kisses Jin, a fellow teacher at the school she teaches at, one drunken night. So of course she has to kiss Jin to break the curse, but funnily enough, Jin is incredibly afraid of dogs. The plot is so convenient, but I loved every episode as it got released. There's a lot of humorous scenarios as Hana tries to figure out the complications she finds herself in, but the drama does pick up throughout the series. The art is gorgeous, and I mean, look at this puppy. She's so cute as a dog. But anyways, I highly recommend you check this one out. Next is Perfect World, volumes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I know. I just got volumes 1 to 4, but you know how it is. Once I commit to a series, I see it to the end unless I'm completely not interested. I haven't even started reading this one yet, but very quick synopsis since I had already recently talked about this one. It centers around Tsugumi and Itsuki's relationship, Itsuki being the one who's disabled and in a wheelchair. I have no clue how realistic this might be in terms of the complications, but I've heard some great reviews about it despite the less than great reviews I've read on My Anime List. So I'm going to read this for myself to see how I feel about it. I do have the remaining volumes pre-ordered. I believe it's 12 total volumes, so I do have the 2 pre-ordered, so we shall see. Next series is a new one for me that I've heard a lot about, and that's The Way of the House Husband by Kosuke Ono, published by Viz Sig. I think it's an ongoing series, but I only have this 1 volume to see what I think about it. The premise sounded like I can expect some funny situations since it centers around Tatsu, a former Yakuza member turned stay-at-home husband. The juxtaposition of those 2 vastly different careers is bound to bring some laughs. I'm sure the misunderstandings will run rampant in this one, so I'm definitely looking forward to it. Speaking of house husbands and more slice of life, the next couple volumes are Sweetness and Lightning volumes 4 and 5. I'm just slowly picking this up as I go, even though it's a completed series. Eventually, I'll get the rest. But for now, I'm casually reading this super wholesome series. It follows Kohei and his daughter Sumugi as they navigate life on their own after Kohei's wife had passed away. They develop a sort of symbiotic relationship with Kotori, who runs a restaurant, majority of the time on her own since her mom is busy, and they begin cooking and learning how to cook various dishes together. I haven't seen the anime, but if you like relationships like this with lots of wholesomeness, I think you'll like this one. And a bonus is that the volumes come with recipes too. Okay, this is unintentional, but as I'm filming this, I seem to have gotten a lot of series with male leads that are associated with a young kid or daughter. Barakamon with Naru, Sweetness and Lightning with a father and daughter, and now Yotsuba with her father Yosuke. Wait, does The Way of the House Husband have kids in it? But anyways, I have volume 2 here, and wow, I'm really on a slice of life kick today. This one centers around Yotsuba and her father as they move into a new city and meet all their new neighbors, the antics that Yotsuba gets into, and just kind of takes you back to your childhood with all the adventures in this series. It's a fun read so far, which is why I'm going to continue picking this one up. And my last slice of life series is none other than Yuru Camp Volume 11. This is the latest volume available out right now, and I have to say these covers never disappoint. These series of covers and spines has got to be one of my top favorites out of my entire collection. And not only do they look good on the shelf, the read is just as amazing. You wouldn't think a simple series of a group of girls that enjoy camping would be a fun read, but honestly, it is. And this is coming from someone who does not camp in real life. I enjoy hiking and nature, but you know, the 1 or maybe 2 times I've ever camped, I don't know if I'm built for that life. But anyways, I'm sure you've heard this so many times in my previous videos and from other manga content creators. If you want a cozy read, this is the one to get. I lied. I have one more slice of life series I picked up, and another male role model-ish with a young kid, and that's the Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting by Sukiya, published by Kaiten Books. This is a new publisher to add to my collection. I got this yesterday from Barnes & Noble, and I had heard of this series and thought the cover and title was cute. I read this volume already because I was curious, and I definitely want to continue following along. It centers around Toru Kirishima, who's the right-hand man of Sakuragi Kazuhiko, the boss of his Yakuza group, and Sakuragi's daughter, Yaeka. Toru is this brutal, no mercy guy when he's out fulfilling a job, but then is tasked with watching over Yaika basically as her babysitter, like taking her to school and stuff like that. As with a lot of slice of life, it's very episodic with a page bonus after each chapter that gives a little bit more context as to what happened in that chapter. It's so freaking cute with how Toru kind of softens up and Yaika begins to look up to him. I recommend this if you're looking for an adorable read with some comedy and bits of organized crime thrown in. And that's all for this haul. I know a few of you have asked about a shelf tour because if you couldn't tell by all the videos I've posted so far, I mean besides my art ones, I've been buying a lot. Not just manga, but merch too. So I'm going to be working on that one hopefully soon. I love organizing just as much as the next manga collector, so even I'm looking forward to that video. But in the meantime, I'd appreciate it if you like and subscribe. Comment down below if you're a fellow slice of lifer, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.